Did you know that in the 20th century, Jewish people made up only about 3% of the U.S. population, but won 27% of the country's Nobel Prizes in science, 25% of the Turing Awards in computer science, accounted for 21% of Ivy League students, and included 37% of Oscar-winning directors? Globally, they represent 11.6% of all billionaires. Some famous figures we can list include Albert Einstein, Sigmund Freud, Mark Zuckerberg, Chagall, and more. Research from experts suggests that from a very young age, Jewish children are raised in an environment that nurtures success and the development of superior intelligence. In this video, let's analyze why Jewish people account for 11.6% of the world's billionaires. Jewish people, anciently known as Hebrews, are a people renowned for their intelligence, but their greatest success has always been in the field of finance. They have a tradition of viewing knowledge and wisdom as the most precious human assets. A 2005 study indicated that Ashkenazi Jews have the highest average IQ of any ethnic group. As early as the 20th century, about a quarter of the world's scientists were Jewish, including famous names like Otto Frisch, Albert Einstein, and Sigmund Freud. Jewish people make up a very small percentage of the world's population, yet they are intelligent and extremely wealthy, controlling about 1/3 of global wealth. Some notable Jewish billionaires include the creator of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, the king of casinos, Sheldon Adelson, and the ultra-wealthy Rothschild family. Jewish Americans are the most powerful and influential ethnic group in the United States. The total Jewish population in the U.S. is small, only 3% of the total population, yet 40% of American billionaires are Jewish. 18% of Jewish families have a net worth of $1 million or more. Over 55% of young Jewish adults hold a bachelor's degree, and 25% have a graduate degree. Over 60% of employed Jewish people hold positions in the top 3 roles: professional and technical, 41%, management and executive, 13%, and business and finance, 7%. Over 45% of charitable foundations are from Jewish Americans. More than 50% of the Jewish population is concentrated in 4 states: New York, New Jersey, Florida, and California. So, have you ever wondered why a people so few in number, who have endured so many hardships, have become leaders in wealth while preserving their traditions, culture, language, and arts through generations? From a young age, Jewish children are educated according to the famous Talmud. This is a classic text that contains many secrets to wealth and a rich treasure trove of wisdom accumulated by the Jewish people over thousands of years. So, what is different about the Jewish mindset that the whole world seeks to learn from? Here are 5 counterintuitive mindsets that help Jewish people succeed and reap money. 1. Don't abandon goals, even if they're considered unrealistic. Jewish people believe no savings are meaningless and no effort is wasted. They do not accept a complacent life, regardless of their humble origins. When given the opportunity to learn and accumulate capital, they will choose to start a business rather than live on a fixed salary forever. A common saying in the Jewish community is, "Your success is as great as your courage. The bigger your ambition, the easier it is to become wealthy." Even if their startups fail, they do not give up because their goals are their motivation for living. The Jewish mindset always emphasizes perseverance and discipline, something many people easily overlook at the first sign of difficulty. 2. Sell to the rich, but live without extravagance. This is a point that leads many to misunderstand Jewish people as being stingy. In reality, they spend money with a purpose, every expense must bring practical value or a potential return on investment. In Israel, it is very difficult to find luxury brands. Jewish people prefer stores that offer practical products rather than those that flaunt brand names. Jewish children are taught how to spend money wisely from a very young age. They don't shop to keep up appearances or follow trends. The Jewish mindset is money must serve you, not the other way around. In business, profit comes before feelings. In many cultures, helping a friend is something you should do, but Jewish people see it as an opportunity, not to be exploited, but also not shying away from a clear valuation. They believe you need me, which means I have value. This is why Jewish people often do not waste time in ambiguous or unclear relationships. In business, they're not afraid to talk about money, nor are they afraid to put a price on the services they provide. This mindset helps them avoid the conflicts and misunderstandings that often arise in business based on personal feelings or a sense of obligation. 4. Don't discount because the product is worth its value. At a street market, you can bargain, but in a Jewish-owned store, it is nearly impossible. They believe if you have to lower the price to sell something, you are denying the very value of the product you created. The Jewish mindset places the utmost respect on the product. They would rather let you leave empty-handed than sell an item for less than its true value. This firmness makes customers respect them even more, because the one thing you cannot bargain on is quality. 5. Once bought, no returns or exchanges. This isn't about being rigid, but about having clear principles. If you choose to buy it, it means you have considered it carefully enough. Jewish people always remind customers to check the item thoroughly on the spot. After that, the item belongs to you, along with the accompanying responsibility. This is also a very characteristic Jewish mindset. The seller isn't just selling a product, they're selling confidence in the customer's choice. And if you want that confidence, you must be willing to take responsibility. The Jewish mindset. Counterintuitive, but worth learning. Not wasteful, not daydreaming, and not acting out of a sense of obligation. These are the prominent features of the Jewish financial and business mindset. They may be seen as dry or pragmatic, but the truth is, it is precisely this different way of thinking that has helped them become one of the most successful communities in the world. If you want to become wealthy, first learn to think like the Jewish people. Don't dream of getting rich overnight, but dare to take one step at a time. Dare to take responsibility and never miss any small opportunity to move forward. 10 insightful Jewish proverbs. If the first button is wrong, the last one will be hard to fix. One drop of dirty water can cloud a whole glass of clear water, but a glass of clear water cannot make a glass of dirty water clear. There are 3 things in life that no one can take from you: food that has entered your stomach, dreams within your heart, and knowledge learned in your head. Laughter is the cheapest cosmetic, exercise is the cheapest medicine, and a greeting is the cheapest form of communication. When we give flowers to others, the first person to smell the fragrance is ourselves. When we grab mud to throw at others, the first hands to get dirty are our own. Soft ground makes a horse's legs buckle, and sweet words can easily make a person fall. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Everyone complains about lacking money, but no one complains about lacking wisdom. When you cry because you have no shoes, look at those who have no feet. When you are young, you must do the things you should do, so that when you are old, you can do the things you want to do. Hopefully, with these counterintuitive mindsets and lessons of success from the Jewish people, everyone can find their own path to wealth.